up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Reviews and Reviews, back in here with one more video, joined today by a very special new guest, Jody.
Hi, how are you?
What's up? How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Listen, we was originally gonna do a video pre-COVID.
We were like months ago.
Like months ago.
COVID hit. People just got very hibernational.
Yes, we got very hibernational for good reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We socially distanced.
Stopping the spread.
Yeah, stopping the spread. But we back here.
We back.
We back in here.
You know,
okay.
COVID free.
COVID free. Okay, COVID free. Uh-huh. So listen, I have this video that I just uploaded not too long ago to the channel, and you told me that you saw this video.
I did.
And I thought it would be good to run it back. So like everybody that's on the channel right now, they saw my reaction to it. And I thought it'd be good to run back because you had a particular sentiment regarding the video. And I wanted to get your thoughts, ideas, and opinions in a way that we can have a conversation.
Okay.
All right. That video is, shout out to Kevin Samuels. You look average at best. You're going to die alone.
I got so many thoughts, but we're gonna keep it at a minimum for right now, just so we can watch them. I'm very reactional. My emotions were very you know what? I feel like the second time around, I'm not gonna be as expressive in the face, because you know what? You never know though. Let's run this video.
Okay. Let's get it popping. Okay. Without further ado,
I honestly want a six-figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Okay, let's pause real quick right there, because I saw a particular reaction.
Triggered.
So you're triggered.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah.
So let me also try to rehash what's going on right here. So I don't know if you noticed or you have the correct context of what he does and what his channel is.
I don't.
So he's an image consultant, also, and I guess now a dating consultant, and he has a YouTube channel, and he live streams, I think, almost every night. And a component of when he live streams is that women call in and ask for advice of how that they can attain a high value man. Okay. And he describes high value as a couple of different factors, but one of the ones is that they make at least six figures, like at least $100,000 a year, and it's adjusted depending upon the city that you're in. So she's calling in and she's saying, and she has given the backstory of being a single mother, of being having a baby daddy that is probably a little bit shifty. It's not a good relationship, to being 35 years old. And essentially he's saying that, and that she may be average, and he's letting her know that. So so it triggers you, but how so?
Number one, the fact that he kept cutting her off. Why isn't this woman allowed to speak her piece? It's disrespectful. It's very invalidating. And he could give his feedback without it being very disrespectful. So, like, I just want to know, to what capacity does he have, like, in his field? Is he like a psychologist? Like, does he?
You know, I don't know.
What gives him
the right to?
Yes.
I don't know if he has. Yeah, I don't know if he has any professional designations to do what he does. Okay. I mean, if anything, so like from a YouTube channel perspective, I say that this is entertainment, and I make that be known even when I go over like financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor.
Right.
But from an entertainment perspective, the way that he conducts it, I think, is good for entertainment. Yes,
but what is it? Okay, is majority of the women that call in Black women?
Yes.
Okay, that's an issue for me, because you are creating entertainment at the cost of a Black woman's image.
But he does this to men too.
Okay, so what is it that you're doing that's constructive right now? You're telling her that she's gonna die alone?
We didn't get there in the video yet, but but okay, I can understand that. So, but just based off
in the heading.
Yeah, it's in the heading.
Yes.
So okay, and listen. At the end of the day, I think that it is particularly coarse words. It can be harsh words, but I think that there's a degree of truthfulness in the things that he's saying, to a degree, and at the same time, it's his opinion.
Opinion isn't fact though.
So
the fact that he's over here telling her that she's average at best, which she could not be his cup of tea, but she could be somebody else's cup of tea.
Okay.
So the fact that you're telling a grown woman that you at 35 or however old she is, and she has a child, which she shouldn't be shamed for. I can understand the sketchy boyfriend or, father of her child. But the fact that you are demeaning a grown woman very nationally, which is a detriment right now to her mental health. This went viral. There's over 1 million people that watch this. So how is this going to affect her? How many other men are going to come at her neck right now telling her that you're not worthy of a partner because of X, Y, and Z?
So he's not saying of a partner. He's
saying
a
6-figure guy.
Yes.
But why not?
Because
of her physical attributes?
No, it's not just that. It's physical attributes. It's
these external factors?
Baby father that has issues, and that's a big thing.
Yes.
And
which I agree.
But also that she already has a child. And the thing is like, I think that when we consider what a 6-figure dude is, right? Like in understanding that he has options, that he has choices. I think that it's important to understand that if this person who has gone on this trail of life to create whatever value to be the top 10% earner in America, if he's the consumer, if that's the archetype of a consumer, then he's looking for a certain type. And it's his opinion that his generally a 6-figure earning black man is more than likely not going to want the couple of attributes that he sees. And he's also looking at her. Right. So generally, there's, I think it's a faceted,
which I agree.
Right. So like, cause if you are a 9, right? Or a 10 and a single, so here's the thing. I think being a 5 and a single mother is exponentially more detrimental.
Who is creating these scales?
What do you mean? Like the rating scales?
Yes.
What do you mean? Like who's creating?
Yeah, it's who's
1
saying
through
that?
10?
Yes, like just because of
it's his opinion, but
based on what?
Well, she rated herself. So let's keep going in the video. Yeah, let's keep going in the video, and because it's interesting because she called herself a 5.
Okay.
He didn't call her a 5, and I think that was smart that the way that he did that, because I think he gets a lot of criticism for the way that he articulates his message, but I think like Kevin's super smart, and what he did is he asked her to rate herself. So let's keep going in the video, and we're gonna bring this conversation back. Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Oh wait, let me turn this.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so?
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one on you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought I saw a reaction. Yeah.
Younger women. Okay, so let's talk about this generation of women, right?
Facts.
So I'm a feminist by just being a woman. Especially I identify as a black woman.
When you say feminist, can you help me understand which component? Like,
There's intersectionality, obviously, but I'm more so, I want equality between the sexes.
Equality of outcome?
Of everything.
Of everything.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be for that?
Because I want equality of opportunity. I don't think equality of outcome makes sense.
How?
Well, equality of opportunity is, hey, if there's a job,
we earn the same.
And if you have the same education, I have the same education,
right.
then, and if you don't get the job, and I get the job,
yes,
but or let's say that you're better than me, and then that's not fair.
Right.
Okay.
Which is right now.
No, that's not right now.
That women earn less than men in America.
But you know why that is, though, right?
Okay, educate me, please.
Oh, it's a wide variety, and this is actually not the topic of the.
Okay,
I kind of want to bring this to another.
Okay, we'll do this another time.
Yeah. We're gonna do another video based off on that because I didn't. You just saying that you are a feminist is new news to me, so we're gonna bring that back in another conversation.
Okay.
What the fuck were we talking about? What before that?
Young women liking old dudes.
Okay, so your face went a little when he said that. So did you have a particular thought about that?
I did because it's, people call them gold diggers. Yeah, but I feel like it's an opportunity. And in this social media infested generation where you can make money by just looking pretty on any platform. So if a woman is using that opportunity to gain some sort of whether it's financial stability or whatever relationship wise, it's more power to her. Because at the end of the day, guys really they take that and they take advantage of it, and they're not looking for somebody that's in their age group. Like a 50-year-old, you rarely see a rich 50-year-old unless he's been with someone for a very long time. Like they're looking at young girls.
Well, so let me ask you a quick question. So when you say more power to them, so I think it depends how they do it.
Yeah, I don't think obviously you're over here trying to destroy someone and you take their money and then you dip. That's not. Well,
I think there's a lot of short-term benefit in what we see in that culture, right? And I think what happens is that people tend to age out quicker.
For sure,
and especially because of something of what he's talking about, right? So when he says, listen, you were 35 years old, right? To me, she exponentially increases her opportunity to get what it is that she's looking for if she goes 20 to 30 years older than her. But if she's looking for someone in her age range, when someone in her age range that is the top 10%, he's going to be looking for the top 10% of women. So I guess my question to you is, if you were to quantify this, do you think that she's the top 10% of women?
How do we, my thing is how are we assessing this? Just based on
by what she brings to the table.
Okay, so if you're
because let me interject something.
Okay.
It's easy to assess men's value.
Yes.
Because of their utility, how much money that they make, the degree of masculinity that they show, right? So within that, right, you can pretty much pick out the top 10% visibly. But I think when we talk about women, people don't want to talk about, what's a valuable
bring, to the table.
Right. And my thing is well, why the hell not?
No, absolutely. What does she bring into the table? I don't know what her job title is or what.
So she's an entrepreneur. She's doing her thing from a financial perspective. But I think one thing that doesn't really get talked about a lot is that generally dudes don't care if you work at McDonald's or you own your own business
which is true.
From a dating relationship. Right. So although she has that and, she can provide for her family, which is dope in it of itself. From a dating perspective, it doesn't necessarily put a notch on her belt unless she wants to be an alpha and she's looking for a dude that is okay with, being subservient from a financial perspective because she's the provider.
But we also don't see, there's a lot of women that actually do date guys that are not 6-figure guys, and they are. I know women like that.
Right, but for her, if we were to take a look at and objectively quantify top 10% of men and top 10% of women from a looks perspective and then baggage that she may be bringing in to the table.
That will be an issue.
Okay.
That will be, it will be.
Listen, we got you out your echo chamber.
No. But that is based on the superficial idea of what we're measuring, like the metrics that we're using to measure women. It is very superficial.
But see, why is it?
Are we quantifying emotional intelligence? Are we looking at this guy? He's a provider. Okay, cool. But
she wants the 6 figures though, so she has to be as valuable.
She needs to be absolutely.
Okay, so then what's the connection? Is it really about the way that he is talking about it?
Yes, he didn't have to tell her that she has to die alone. Bruh, come on. What? I think disrespecting her on a physical, emotional, and intellectual level. Like, it didn't have to go that far.
I get you.
Okay.
But, I mean, if we're going to talk about this, like, even like behind the curtains, he said something that ended up getting him 1.5 million views.
Yeah, because people like drama.
And it evoked an emotional reaction.
Yeah.
And really, as a content creator, that's what you want. You want to invoke...
but at the cost of what?
There is no cost.
Bruh, she has a child. She has a business. Didn't he... Like, what does he name her business, or is this something in the because I don't remember.
Well, here's the thing: is that as being a consultant that consults people or coaches people how to improve themselves, either A, you come up on his channel and he does it for free for everyone to see, or B, he does it behind closed doors but then charges an exorbitant fee.
Okay, so this is her choice, I'm assuming.
Yes,
to be on
she
here.
called, and in fact, she says it. She doesn't say it quite yet, but she says, I love your channel, which means that she watches his channel and is privy to the way that he conducts conversations.
Okay, let's keep watching because at this point,
I feel like here's the thing. I don't want to squelch your thoughts, your feelings. I want it to be as authentic, right? Like so. Okay. Because what I don't want to do is interject my thoughts. Prematurely before you can voice, right? Because I don't want to change your mind before.
You can't change my mind.
There it is. Let's keep going.
Hey, so do you feel like a woman like me?
What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Okay.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
But wait, hold up.
So that makes you.
Hold up.
If you give
wait, but hold up. But okay. So if you guys didn't hear, she said it's horrible. But here's the thing: does it not matter?
I mean,
because here's the thing: it's objectification when a man does it, but when women do it, it's normal because. You guys want 6 foot, 6-pack. I was gonna say something else that's 6'6".
I know. we here. I get it.
All right, but when women want to do it, then it's okay. And the thing is, I talk about this all day on the channel because men are used to being objectified as well, and it's more normal in our culture, right? Like and we could talk.
Which I'm not for.
Right, but we could talk about it to a degree because you said earlier that you are a feminist, and there's ideas within that feminism movement that calls it out, and we talk about equality, but they call it out on how women have negative implications from things that men do, but they don't ever want to address.
But I do. I have 3 brothers. I address it because I don't want to live in a society where it's okay to grow up a man and we don't talk about it. And to, sexually assault a man, we don't talk about it.
I feel you.
There's a lot of like implications where, oh, you know what, hush, you're a man. It's not as bad. And I like when I say equality, I mean it on every standpoint.
Okay.
So this just feels wrong because he's creating a sense of who she is based on how she is physically. Not what she brings to the table, how smart she is, or nurturing, or whatever. I'm assuming yes because the 6-figure is what the whole shebang is about. But again, it's just you're deducing her to her appearance. Men
love appearance. Men are visual.
And I know, and it's.
But men are the consumer of her product.
Bruh.
But am I tripping though?
a certain degree. Like, wouldn't you meet someone? Okay, let's say we were just talking about what's that shit called? Dating apps earlier.
Yes.
Let's say you meet someone, you're not physically attracted to the appearance of their face.
Yes.
But you find that they have great personality.
If I'm the top 10% of men,
you're
I
not
want both.
looking. Okay.
I want everything.
Which is very.
I want the top 10% of women.
But I get that, and it's very understandable because you've worked hard to get to. But what is the top 10% physically? If you are assuming that you have great features, but you're a shitty human being, you still want that?
No, because she's not the top 10%. She just looks good. But, it depends what I want to do with her, right? Like, and it's different between guts for the evening versus relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, for guts for the evening, she might rank here in the dating marketplace. But for relationship, she might be goddamn over here. But the
reasons... Are you willing to compromise to get this based on a 10?
The top 1% of dudes should afford themselves the top 1% of women.
What if that's not your cup of tea?
What do you mean? What's not?
What if you just want a regular person that's really good, like a good human being?
But that's not reality because the top.
Yo, this is what's wrong with the world.
No. But listen though. But the top 10% of dudes don't want the bottom 90% of women, and it's okay. Listen,
that's absolutely fine.
And there's some genetic factors that have to do with that, as well as some nurture factors that have to do with that. From a genetic perspective, you know what I'm saying? If I'm, taller, if I'm, more intelligent, right? Like if I bring certain, right? But then from a nurture perspective, how hard did I work, right? Like, and if from a nurture and nature perspective, if I am in a pre-select top 5% of dudes, why can't a dude want the top 5% of women? Because here's what happens, is that there's a multitude of media outlets that will coddle women. And they will baby women into thinking that because you are a woman, you deserve the best. And my thing is like, but what are you doing to work at attaining the best?
Woman that you're talking. Are you talking about just black women or are you talking about just women?
I'm just talking about women in general. I think media coddles women and to your emotions. But we don't coddle men's emotions at all. And in fact, men are criticized, and men are critiqued and criticized way more in media than women.
Well, yeah,
and especially
I agree with that.
Especially from a black media perspective.
Yeah, but who is disrespected the most? That's a Malcolm X. There's a whole line that says the most disrespected woman on this planet is the black woman.
I think disrespect is something that we should talk about as a people.
Yes.
Not for this video.
You see how we got out of that? Okay.
You also put up a red herring, right? So let's also, but that'll be a separate video. I think we need to talk about it as a separate video.
Okay.
Do you? We can keep going.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You want to keep going, or you want to have something to say, or do you want to answer the question about the most disrespected?
No, it could be another video. We got that.
Okay. Go. We could talk about that. We could definitely talk about that. Let's move on.
Give yourself a 5. That's average.
Yes.
So average-looking women tend not to get high-earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
did you? I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old, and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women. Off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
What measuring stick stick are we using? Are we using the white man's measuring stick? I just want to know. Yes, because like Eurocentric features, is that what we're looking at? What are we looking at?
Wait a minute. She called out that her body is not average.
Yes. Okay, so she that's her rebuttal. That's her defense mechanism. She's trying to...
Which I think is trash.
But I agree.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
So when you say the white man, like, help me understand...
What is this measuring stick that we're using to call her average?
Facial features.
Okay.
She called herself average. Yeah, she said she's a 5.
But you don't know what trauma she's coming from. Like, people call somebody that's... Okay, let's say for myself, right?
Wait, hold up. Do you mean rate her? Scale of 1 to 10 from a facial perspective.
But I don't do that.
And you can't use
I will
7.
never do that to a black woman. Never. So
why?
There's that. Because I am for black women. Why would I rate her?
But don't you do it to black men?
No, I don't. So, but that's it. And we've already talked about it. Okay, go ahead.
Hold up. So how do you choose who is worthy to date you and who is not?
Emotional intelligence. Because I've dated some guys that have... I don't care what y'all thought. I don't care. Because we can grow anywhere. I've met somebody that had a call center job and he makes 6 figures now.
Oh,
bruh, I don't give a damn.
Wait. Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence, the capacity to grow, change.
But
you know
but you also called out that he made 6 figures. So I would argue
he got to a point where he started making 6 figures.
Okay, so
due to
started from the bottom
now he here. You feel me?
Okay, but that was dated in the past tense. He gone now. He gone. He gone.
Emotional intelligence was...
Okay, so the emotional intelligence was trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Testing grounds, man. That's how you learn. Like, you learn what you need, what you don't need. The older I get, the more I see, like, these shallow dudes with shallow conversation, no depth. What are we doing?
We're quantifying what 6-figure dudes look for and want.
I've met I've dated plenty of 6-figure
dudes. Okay.
And let's talk about how they lack, like, just reality.
What you mean? Talk to me.
Let's say somebody let's just say somebody has a 6-figure job.
Yeah.
They're very on social media, always showing this, that, and the third about their earnings or their new cars or new cribs.
So that's an archetype, and I'm a 6-figure dude, and I don't do that.
Okay.
So is it that 6-figure dudes do that, or the ones that you choose to date do that?
No, does not. I didn't say all of them.
Okay.
Don't put words in my mouth. No.
Okay.
So I'm just saying some of these guys are like that, and then the ones that I've dated, there are some decent ones, but it's again the compatibility.
The compatibility when it comes to emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Okay.
And I choose to date black men. So it's like I feel like we understand each other the most because we have like a sense of familiarity when it comes to trauma, triggers, how we grew up,
and
what the type of stuff that we've dealt with.
I agree with you. Yeah.
No, like another race is not going to understand me as much as another black man.
No.
Right. So when I choose to be with someone that is of my race and we can converse and have these connections, but you're not, kind of cleaning up house mentally.
And let me also, I think the dudes that you called out that show and flash and they're not intellectually right, like there's a couple of things.
I want to say intellectual.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a couple of things. I think like those that get there and then flash. Also, a lot of these dudes are significantly in debt. A lot of these dudes buy things for show, but and none of it's owned, none of it's this, none of it's that, right? Like so, like. I mean, and here's the thing: it's still a rare thing to be and to have and to get there. And there's women that have it as well, but from a dating perspective, it is not as valued for men that a woman is doing that because I know women with master's degrees and PhDs that don't let none of that shit be known on dates.
Absolutely.
First, second, third, fourth, shit, they get a year into it, and then I've had women that I'm just like 3 years later, and she's like, oh yeah. I got a bachelor's in mathematics, and I'm like,
wait, I didn't. I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? And I think that what I see of that reigns true for what men actually value. But men actually value visual. They value aesthetics. And it's just
as do women.
Not as much, because
I
women
agree.
We're
emotional
also
creatures
and want to be provided for. You want to be.
I don't. So
that's why you look for emotional connection.
Absolutely, because I can build the table and bring it.
Oh.
What are you bringing to the table? If I can bring it, what are you bringing there?
From like a financial perspective.
Not financial. I'm talking about like an intellectual. Like, what can you? Are we like enticing in great conversation? Like, would you like to travel? Would you like to what are your ideas on just community? Like, there's just so many different aspects. Like, this stuff is so
you appreciate cerebral men.
Yes.
Thinkers.
Critical thinkers, yeah, of course.
Now, let's say that you made $100,000 a year and you met a cerebral, critical thinking man that made $45,000 a year.
That's okay.
Okay.
To me, that's okay.
She's okay being the provider.
Just talking, I'm okay with building with someone. As long as they have the capacity to not just be complacent. That, to me, I'm just like, okay, you don't want to grow? Cool. That's not going to work for me because I grow on an exponential rate. Like, I'm not the same person I was like 6 months ago because I'm working to be a better version of myself constantly.
I feel it.
So, like, reading books. I don't watch TV. I'm always constantly like trying to find.
I don't watch TV.
I ain't got the time.
I ain't got the time either. There's literally no more time in the day for me to do.
No. So, like, when I meet people, they're like, "Oh yeah, I play video games." And there's nothing wrong with that. It's cool if that's your thing, whatever. I personally don't want to be with somebody that's just like over here on
all day.
Yeah, no, all day.
Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah. No, there's other things to do in life. No, I feel you. I did a reaction not too long ago about the video game, and someone was shitting on video games, and what I concluded was it's about balance.
Absolutely.
I think you can balance anything in your life, but like similar to video games, I don't want a young lady that is like, oh, let's go binge watch Netflix for the next.
I'm not doing that.
Nah, mama, I can't. Time is money. Time is money.
If you're making money doing that, yes, because I've worked with. I'm not gonna expose myself, but like, yeah, they make millions. They make six figures doing that. If we're making money, baby, do that.
I might open up a Twitch. You know what Twitch is?
Yes.
I might.
Yeah, we'll talk about why I know that later because I can't expose myself.
Oh, yeah, we will talk about that because I'm very interested now. So how about this? We're 30 minutes into the video. Let's go back and try to finish, and then let's. Yeah.
Okay.
I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay. Average looking women. Average looking woman who's older. Average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son. Average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something.
You're right.
And now you're asking for a man who's in the...
Because she's disrespectful.
He's disrespectful.
Okay. Well, it's my opinion. If you're going to call into a show...
And you're on your phone.
With a blinged out cell phone case, which is how dare you want a six-figure dude and you have a dirty dollar store
I hear
iPhone
a lot
case.
of judgment and elitism in your voice, but that's just me. Go ahead. Continue.
Oh, I see your cell phone case over there. It's not blinged out. I wonder why.
I'm not that type. I'm a very simple person. I don't like bling and stuff. If that's her thing, that's okay.
It's not bling. That's what I'll make that abundantly clear. It's not bling. Okay. Now. You may call what he's doing as rude, and like at the end of the day, like I think a bit of his word choice,
could be a little vile.
But okay, he's giving her truth bombs, and in return of truth bombs, she's down into her phone. And here's what I said in the video that I uploaded is that I think she's actually looking at the YouTube comments, because you also got to see from this.
Is this live?
Yeah, this is live right now. So she could probably look down into she probably has the YouTube muted, and she's down into the comments, kind of looking at what the audience is saying. And I want to say Kevin gets like 4,000 to 5,000 people in his live chat at any given time who are commenting constantly. So she's probably now also too, and I said this in the video. Now she has on makeup. She has in her, what is it called?
Her wig.
Weave. I don't know anymore. I get confused. Okay, it's not her hair.
Okay,
but she has in the sewing.
Okay.
She has on makeup. She's got on a nice evening blouse. Okay.
I don't like you.
She looks good.
She looks beautiful.
Besides the back of her cell phone, that shit needs to change. Okay. But here's what I said in the video is that I think that she's advertising herself, because there's a bunch of high value dudes that follow Kevin, that donate to his channel in droves. Okay. So to go on here looking a specific way is in effect advertisement for oneself.
How was that?
Well,
she wants
this
to
is not
look
good.
nice. I look nice right now. Do you not think so?
No, I think you look nice.
Okay.
Here's the
So
thing.
am I over here advertising?
No, but she's
Because
on
that's
a
not my
dating.
intention?
No, but you're not on a dating show.
Okay.
This is a dating show.
So why wouldn't she want to look nice for herself?
Well, here's the thing. Here. Only reason why I'm saying that is because she's on her YouTube comments mid-video.
How would you know that?
I don't know that, but either or, whether or not she's on her YouTube comments, or in her text messages, she shouldn't be doing either.
Which I agree. But he's being disrespectful too.
But if she's in her YouTube comments, she doesn't deserve, she doesn't deserve what a high value dude has to offer, because if this is the respect that you're giving someone who you watch as a YouTube creator, and you get up on the channel, and as you are on the video, you just
Who
now
are you to say what she deserves?
And so, let's say that it's the YouTube comments. Then she's searching for validation. She's searching for what people are saying,
But
instead
isn't
of
that what people want?
no, because she's calling him. So what she should be doing is listening to him. That's what she should be doing. So whether or not she's text messaging somebody, which is incredibly disrespectful. Can you imagine on the first date if from a dude, he's pulling out his phone every other.
I'm getting up and leaving.
Exactly. And you know what I'm doing? We're Dutching it. We're Dutching it. What? You gonna bring me out here? You gonna bring me out here and all of a sudden you gonna be all up in your phone? No, don't play with me like that. My time is valuable.
Extra.
Okay. Are you ready to get back into this?
Sure. Okie dokie. Let's see what more.
The top 10% of men, you don't qualify for one. And you're making, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Why not?
Who?
Sometimes I feel like.
Who is saying that's what she deserves, or that's the quality of man she needs to have? What is average? I just cannot.
Listen, can we not quantify from a nature and nurture perspective that
you're making this so sterile? It's so sterile.
There's a rank order.
Oh my God.
There's a rank order. And that's okay. And here's the thing. We've gotten so far away that, listen, at the end of the day, there's people that might be more attractive than you. There's people that might make more money than you. There's people that bring more things to the dating marketplace than what I can or you can, or what, and that's okay. But as long as we want to coddle people's feelings and not let them know realistically where you sit in the dating marketplace, she will end up 75 years old with a farm of cats in her apartment, in her studio apartment.
Why does it have to be a... Oh my God. Yo, stop. You think he's the first person to ever tell her this?
Yes, ever in life. She's in an echo chamber.
That's a lie.
And here's the reason why is because she started talking
about young women.
She wouldn't have said she's
a 5 if she felt that greatly about herself.
She watches the show. So she watches the show and she sees how other women got out there and rated herself. But I think that for you to say that young women don't date older women you're in an echo chamber. She doesn't talk to men, in my opinion, except for men that she dates. Because she's not baked in reality. And listen, at the end of the day, men are the consumers of your product, which is women. We are the consumers.
Call us a product
on the dating market. Listen, I got a business degree. I love economics. Yes, when we're talking relationships, when we're talking dating, you are the product. Okay.
Okay, you reduced us to
what?
Like a piece of meat. That's what it sounds like.
No. You got to understand economics. Okay? Because the man has the willingness to pay. The man is doing the choosing. Okay?
It's 2020. Almost 2021. I need you to come all the way here into this era.
No, listen. The woman is doing the choosing as well. But what I'm saying is that
and also providing.
Okay, I got you. Miss Feminist. We're going to talk about this another conversation.
He really tried to mansplain me, y'all. That's crazy.
Whoa! You pulling out the weaponized terms. Listen, we got to do a whole other video about the feminism shit. As soon as we done this video, we're going to pop open it. But just real quick. Just real quick.
Okay. You had me tapping my leg.
we will get active. We will get active. But just real quick. Okay. From a ratings perspective, from an economics perspective, what I'm not trying to do is reduce anybody, but you are a product in the dating marketplace. I'm a product in the dating marketplace. I'm a man. I am a product in the dating marketplace. And I know from a genetic perspective, I bring some shit. But from a nurture perspective, the way I think, how intellectual or non-intellectual that I am, how much money that I make, the confidence that I have, the masculinity that I've learned and generated within that, brings a product in the dating marketplace. To not assume that men have a willingness to pay, or not assume that women have a willingness to pay. Women have checklists that they're looking for. Men have rating scales. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're looking for visually appealing, attractive, low drama, low body count, high femininity. These are the things that we're looking at. And the longer that women do not respect... Hold up. The longer that women do not respect that men choose based off of these things, the longer time that you will be in accords of like being in self-fulfilled relationships. Because if men continue to try to hit the standards, but women are just saying, I am the table.
No, I build the table and I bring it. I'm not the table. Continue on your ridiculous tangent. Go ahead.
No, I want you to. Should we finish the video?
Yeah, let's please, because right now.
Come on, you want to talk about it? We could get active.
Wrap it up. Let's go.
We're gonna wrap it up. Sheesh.
Product placement. Sheesh. Yuck. Okay.
Okay.
Like, in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, man. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities.
I hate to keep on pausing, but like, I gotta hear some thoughts.
I told you, I'm very expressive. You can't keep doing this.
I can keep going.
You can't keep doing that. We're never gonna watch the end of this movie. Well, movie. It is a movie. It feels like a movie at this point.
Yeah, but listen, so here's what I think as well. Men are used to being critiqued, criticized, and now because of Web 2.0, because of YouTube, now we have outlets that are willing to engage in conversations and let men's needs, wants, and desires be put out on Front Street. And I mean, and that's from a psychological perspective. What is happening here is that he is bolstering the idea that men have wants and needs, and if you do not meet the market, if you do not meet what that particular man wants.
On to the next one. Dear God, I hate you, Calvin.
We'll finish.
Okay.
We'll finish.
And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average. And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people. And you're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I'm looking at you, if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry?
No,
Okay,
you don't.
Okay. All right.
My chest, y'all. So many things. Like that was vile. Assuming that women do this for men is number one, the biggest issue for me. I don't get dressed up for no man.
So you get dressed up for women?
I just get dressed up for myself.
So here's the thing. In our minds, that's what men do. Like what he's saying out loud, that's what men do in their minds.
You're thinking that if I'm... Well, okay. So you're thinking that every time a lot of women do that because, again, social media and all this spiel, whatever. Mm-hmm. But there's other women that don't even care about that. They want to look nice for themselves. They want to look in the mirror and be like, oh, you know what? I'm having a great day. I want to look good for myself. If I step outside, get compliments, that's great. Everyone wants to be validated. But for him to be like, oh, you got all these things on for a man, or you wouldn't... What?
Well, she said that she rated herself average. She rated herself a 5, a 6 with makeup.
Okay.
She has baggage that she would bring through a baby daddy that is issues, right? Which is different than not issues, right? It's a different thing.
Yes.
It's a different thing, right? All these extenuating circumstances. So what he's doing is critiquing based off of how a man would assess, how a man would think. And I think that, like, yes, I agree with you. It's harsh vernacular. It's harsh. It is. I'm with you. Would I use the words that he's using? No, I would not use those words particularly. Mm-hmm. Is there other ways to say it? Perhaps. However, he has a show that is made to entertain. He has a show where she's seen him do this before. He has a show where she has chosen to come on here, and she has no need to even put her camera on. Oh. It can be audio only. Okay. But she has chosen to put herself in the lion's den.
You're ugly.
So I'm trying to understand what the crux of your sentiment is. Is it that you don't agree that he's doing it to her, or you don't agree that men think like this?
Both.
Is it realistic to think that men don't assess women with these standards?
I mean, it's just like very, I don't know, Stone Age in thinking. I'm saying you're.
What would be an innovative way of thinking?
I wish we had better metrics. We wouldn't have to use, this person is a 10. I just want to understand what standards is a 10.
What type of metrics would be good to assess women as you were dating? Like better than the things that he said? Because again, and here's the thing. No matter what you come up with, men are going to choose the metrics. And I'm telling you.
And I know this.
It's based off of aesthetics. It's based off of baggage. It's based off of your understanding of femininity. It's based off of your body count. It's based off of like all of these things. Like so it is what it is. What it is.
Does a man's body count matter?
No.
Why not?
Because
what?
There's no stutter that's coming from me. Let me answer the question, young Padawan. I can tell you exactly why. It's for a multitude of factors.
Which is
our anatomy is different.
Okay.
You're an innie and I'm an outie. Oh. You can harbor children in your belly and I cannot.
Okay. So name.
Wait. I got more.
Okay. Go ahead. Whoa. Okay.
Also.
Are we like physiologically talking about right now?
So physiologically.
I'm talking about psychologically. Why we call.
Women
with body counts, however much.
Women want men that are wanted.
Okay, all right. I can't speak for all women, so I'm just going to speak for myself at this point. Go ahead.
Women, in general, want men that are wanted.
As do men.
Men have far less standards when it deals with women. Our standards are what he's saying.
False. Because I've met men, I could be in a whole full-fledged relationship and they think it's a competition to get my attention.
Those are what I refer to as simps or low-value men.
Oh my God.
No, facts. No, because a dude is not going to... Listen, a dude that is high value, that has created his island, has created his kingdom, will not vie for your attention.
I have had that.
Well, they're not high value. They're fake high value.
Why? How?
Because they don't.
Based on what? Based on how are you assessing this?
I think women need men. I think women.
I don't.
Well, here's the thing. In order to have babies, you need a man.
Actually, it's a different time. No, you don't. You can go to.
The majority of women don't want to do that.
Says who? Because if this is...
Are you saying the majority of women would want to...
No, I would absolutely not. Because we want intimacy, we want love, we want relationships, we want to create a nurturing environment for our families to flourish or whatever.
Do you think men want that?
Yes, but in a very
different way.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're getting there.
Shut the hell up.
We're getting there.
I don't like the idea of like, we have to create this false sense of identity and codependency to create
women,
men too.
Okay, keep going.
Because you feel like if you don't have a sense of I am a provider and I am the man. Moving my whole head. I am someone that can bring all these things to you. Like I've met men that are like, you don't need me. What am I here for? That seems like a very personal.
You and said that to you.
Yeah, because they're like, okay, you seem like you wear the pants. I'm like, why? Because I'm a very
because you have
person.
To understand men at a cardinal level. A man.
I don't need somebody that's that insecure about their...
No, it's not insecurity.
It is insecurity.
No, it's not about insecurity.
It is.
A man, we feel accomplished if we can.
That sounds like you need counseling.
No, this is evolutionary biology.
Oh my God, mansplaining again. Okay, let's go. Yes, please go ahead.
We need to have a whole video on. Hold on, this video is going on. Oh my God, it's almost an hour. I may have to make this into the two sections. We gonna have a whole other. We're gonna go deep in on that. But we're gonna cut it off right here. Jody, I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you having me here.
You're not leaving. we're gonna refill. Well, hold on, real quick.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
So this conversation is due to
Postpone.
Jameson. Ooh.
All right, listen. So just real quick, I appreciate your thoughts. I appreciate your expression. I want to continue to unlock this because I feel like these conversations don't happen at this cerebral level to the degree of what it does on this channel. This is a critical thinking channel, and we're trying to unlock and we're trying to solution. So I wholeheartedly appreciate your thoughts. All right, and I appreciate you coming through. All right. We're gonna restart this we're gonna do another one. Anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
There's so much. It's just
there's a lot more. Yeah, we gotta keep on going in. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. I got an Instagram as well. Mediocre tutorials at Mediocre tutorials and reviews. It's long, but you know how to spell. If you don't, link down in the description box down below. Okay, got a Patreon as well. If you guys are not familiar, that's where the inner circle congregates and communicates. All right, on all types of subjects of increasing our value and recalibrating how we consider ourselves in the dating marketplace.
It's disgusting.
God.
I don't like it.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, you could not, but it's reality. It's how the way we're gonna finish in a whole nother video. So nothing else to say before we get out of here?
Let's be more kind. This is vile. Let's respect Black women, protect Black women, because this is not that.
Okay.
This isn't it.
I have so much to say. Okay, we're gonna bring it back. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.